What is up, fifth? What's up, Isaiah? Alright. Just waiting for people to get in here. Let me promote really quick. What's up, Rock? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, sure, sir. It should be an exciting race tonight. There's only 3 guys in championship contention, but it's still going to be a fun race tonight, I think. But yeah, so championship race tonight at Kentucky. We are going to be 50%. Same people as last week, except we're going to have a lot more guys tonight, hopefully. We'll see, though. I just realized something. See if I can do it. I'm a lefty, and I have to write with my left hand. It's on Xbox. So, yeah. Does anyone know if they're qualifying yet? Yeah, but you want to be able to play with Xbox people. I want to go out on a limb here and say that, you know what, I'm going to do it for fun. No, I can't do it. I was going to say Ine Shotgun was going to win tonight. That's not what I'm going to say, though. I swear, if Shotgun wins this race tonight and I literally was about to write him down for my race winner prediction and crossed it off, then I'm going to be mad. Because he's really good here. Nice. Ow, dude. Ow. Sorry. I wonder what they have the over-under on cautions at tonight. I can tell you my Fortnite over message, Isaiah. Hope Tenacious gets it. Hey, we'll see. Definitely in contention. The lobby's lagging. That's going to suck. I really hope it doesn't lag tonight. I'm assuming they're qualifying right now. All right. All right, so I have it at 0.5. Tonight, I'm taking the over on half a caution. Taking the over on cautions. But anyways, we got 3 guys in the championship tonight. 3 guys in the championship tonight. We got Fifth Constant, Closing Soon, and Tenacious. Those are our 3 guys that are in championship contention tonight here at Kentucky Speedway. It's definitely going to be an exciting race. I'm excited, and these guys are also excited. You know, it's been a good season, and it's won it. It's been more of a boring season, but hey, it's still been a great season. Everybody's raced incredible this season with the wrecks and stuff. There hasn't been a lot of wrecks. We've had barely any cautions this season, and the racing's been incredible. Only had 3 winners, but, I mean, they earned them all. And it all comes down to tonight, you know, there's 3 winners. All the work they've put in all season, getting all these wins. It all really comes down to tonight, seeing if they can get it done at Kentucky. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. And my race winner prediction tonight, first of all, I'll say my pool winner prediction is going to be Closing Soon. And to win the race, I'm going with Fifth Constant to win tonight at Kentucky. I was going to go with Ine Shotgun, but I'm going with Fifth Constant, and I think Fifth Constant wins his 2nd championship. And I could be wrong, but I think that would make him the first 2-time champion in II2WI history, at least in the broadcasting era. That's all the far back I go. So, again, could be wrong, but we'll see. Should be a fun race. Over-under cautions is half a caution is the over-under. I'm going to take the over on that tonight. Believe it or not, usually I never take the over, but tonight I'm going with the over. I'm spicing it up a little bit. Okay, Isaiah. Yeah, here's what we got tonight. We've got championship contenders. Fifth Constant, Tenacious, Closing Soon. Definitely going to be an exciting one. And I'm excited. It's going to be a fun one tonight. We're waiting for them to get it started right now. Hoping for a good stream tonight, too. Hopefully we have a good amount of people here tonight too. Tenacious wasn't here last week because he had to stay up with his kid. Tonight he is here, I believe. We'll see if he can do it tonight. Tenacious. Nobody in this league has won other than fifth constant and closing soon since I believe it was week 5 or 4. Let me check really quick. I believe it was week 4 actually. Maybe week 5. And it was Tenacious winning the first 4 races of the season. So it came up. Tenacious, I believe, won the last 3 races of last season, or 2 races or something. Or no, last race or something. I don't know. And then he won the first 3 or 4 races of this season. This season, he won the first race at Las Vegas. He won the second race at Talladega. Then he won the third race at Dover, I think. Yeah. Then he won the 4th race. Or no. So he won the first 3 races, it looks like. And then the 4th race went to closing soon. 5th race went to fifth constant. 6th place went to Tenacious. Okay, so I'm confused right now. So Tenacious won the first 3 races. And then fifth constant won. Or no, closing won. And then fifth constant won. And then Tenacious won again at Road America. Then fifth won, then closing won, then fifth, then closing, and then fifth again. And now they have the championship. So yeah, he hasn't won since week 6. Sorry guys, I made that way more confusing than it had to be. He hasn't won a race since week 6, and we're here in week 13, final race of the season. And his last race he won was in the Xfinity cars at Canadian Tire. He was the hottest driver and then just went on I wouldn't say a cold streak, but a not winning races streak. So see if we can get it back this weekend and take closing and fifth constant off of their hot streak. Closing last week lagged out, or else he would have had a good chance at that race. So they should be about done qualifying, I believe, and it's about to be race time. Yep, I'll get you guys a qualifying order. Oh, wait, they're just now qualifying, I think. I think they were restarting the lobby, maybe. Hopefully they're not just getting into the race right now. What if that's the case? What if I'm late right now? Okay, they're qualifying. I was going to say there's no way they're already starting the race. Man, are they ever going to load in is the question. There we go. Ow. Alright, so I got a quick qualify really quick. It's almost time, guys. Who do you guys think is going to win the race? Let's hear your predictions. I'll let you guys know qualifying order when they're done. Closing got damage in qualifying. That's interesting. That could hurt his race.
Clear of pit road. Go, 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 go.
I can't believe he lagged out.
Yeah,
Or
one lap
he
of this.
wrecked.
Next time it's a different flag. It'll be the checkered.
See what he does. Rooting for deeds, yeah. He's almost won it before. See what closing gets. Okay. Let's see if he... See what he got. See who won qualifying. I'm ready for this race, bro. I'm excited. Biggest race of the season. Alright, let's see who got the pole here. It's about to show up. First place on the pole. He had, I believe, one lap at it after having to pit for damage. My prediction, closing soon. So we're 1 for 1 on predictions tonight. So if this stays up, that means that 5th Constant's going to win the race tonight. And we're going to get a caution tonight. And 5th Constant will be your champion. We'll see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Who knows? But closing soon wins the pool with a 30.800. Second place, E&A Shotgun. Third place, Tenacious. Fourth place, 5th Constant. 5th place, Idyllic Fungus. 6th place, Closing Now. 7th place, Rebel Boy. In 8th place, Dirty Deeds. It's going to be an exciting one tonight. I'm ready. Who's going to win this thing is the question. Who do you guys think is going to win? Again, I'm going with Fifth Constant. See if he gets the job done tonight, though. See if he's got what it. See if he has what it takes. I gotcha. It must just be for you. Alright, this is going to be exciting, but we're going to send it down to the intro here in a second. Do I want you to join the booth? Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm playing. Hold on. I could probably have somebody in the booth. Ow. I'm about to send it down to the intro, guys, and we'll be ready for the race here in a second. Up in the pack, closing soon, coming out of nowhere. They're 4 wide behind the leaders. Side by side racing, some stacking up. The 2 car's gonna go around. 2 car hard wreck picks up the 48. And another car also involved. Caution's gonna lose.
We don't play the part, and when the going getting tough, I get to going hard. You bring your best, and you know I'ma tear them apart. We made it survival, rival. I ain't got no time for anyone who ain't put in the work that I do. You ain't heard about it, think I'm gonna remind you. I've been out here doing what I say.
2 more turns. Who's leading 4? Shotgun behind him. Out of turn 4. Dirty D out of turn 4. Down the first straightaway. Dirty D's gonna win it. Out of Atlanta Motor Speedway. They're wrecking. Dirty D. Just out of turn 4. Down the first straightaway. Banging doors. And oh, Closing's gonna put him in the wall. Closing soon wins it. That's what you'll do for a championship spot. So, next season for you?
Yeah, I look forward to the next season. You get this new rules package. I will be racing with Fifth Constant and Rebel. And we're going to kick some ass. Plain and simple.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the II2WI Racing Series race tonight at Kentucky, the championship race here in Season 8. A champion will be crowned tonight. The question is, who will it be? Contenders we have tonight, we got Tenacious driving the 8 car. We have Fifth Constant driving the 11 car. We have Closing Soon driving the 18 car tonight. We're joined tonight with Closing Now and Smith Roger in the booth tonight. So, Closing and Smith, what's up?
What's going on?
Good to be here.
You guys need invites to the race?
No, we got him.
All
I
right.
have him.
Well, the green flag is out here. Closing Soon is the pool winner tonight. And we're going to have a champion here by the end of the night. So, Closing, who do you got winning this thing tonight?
Honestly, I think Closing Soon gets it done. I know the work he put in. I know the setup he's running. I know his strategy, and I think he gets it done.
And I'm going to start calling you Jake instead because I realize you're both Closing. So, Smith, who do you got winning it?
My usual Closing Soon. He's always a contender.
Looks like we have some lag here. Oh, a lot of lag. We got a wreck on the front straightaway. The 12 car's around in the wall. Idyllic fungus. It's going to stay green, I think. We have a lot of lag going on. That's not good. My pick to win it tonight, I'm going with Fifth Constant. I think it will be a Wicked Lightning Racing guy, but I'm going to go with Fifth Constant tonight. But hopefully this lag calms down because there's a lot of lag here early. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was racing with him, and the reason I backed out is because I was lagging really bad. I didn't want to cost one of them the championship, so I figured I just wouldn't even I mean, I qualified with them, but it's not worth me wrecking somebody else for a championship. It's not worth it.
You know,
Yeah,
today,
just being in the party when they're
Yeah.
getting ready, it sounded pretty rough,
yeah,
just
they're-
lag wise.
they might honestly have to back out of this with how laggy it is, but hopefully not. But you know, they in real NASCAR today they canceled New Hampshire today, really early in the day. But you know why they did that, Jake?
Oh, number one, they didn't. There was rain, but they didn't have any lights.
Exactly.
I heard is why they canceled the race.
They did not have any lights. Oh man, this lag is so bad right now. Closing soon.
We might have to do car style and make it a 3-way tie and have a tiebreaker in California in a couple weeks because this is a lot of lag.
Looks like we have a new leader, Tenacious to the lead with all this lag happening. Another champion contender tonight. Yeah, this lag is bad. Like this has got. Last week was really laggy too, but this has to be the laggiest race I've seen this season.
We have 7 moving chicanes on the track. Good luck.
Yeah, for real. All right.
Well,
what were you saying?
whoever wins the race is going to be a true champion because if you can navigate your way through all this lag, you deserve it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
everyone in the championship they've dominated all season. Tenacious, he's been on a little, I want to say cold streak, but he hasn't been on the hot streak that closing and fifth have been on. So we'll see if he can change it all tonight. But yeah, it's gonna be tough going through all this lag. Fifth got the wall right there. Doesn't surprise with the lag. I think fifth has damage. Maybe.
Do we want to make any early bets?
Like what?
And cautions, I think the line should be set at 0.5. I'm going to
It
go with
is.
the under.
So, on cautions, I've been going with the under almost every week, but tonight I just have a feeling there will be a caution here at Kentucky, so I'm taking the over tonight on
Really?
half a caution, believe it or not.
Okay. Analyst Raj, what do you think?
I'm taking the over.
Yep.
Really?
See, and if he says the over, you know I'm right. It's going to be the over tonight, especially with all this lag. You got to think the lag. Any lag punch can happen at any moment, and if that happens, there's your caution.
Looks like we got some weather in the area on the Doppler radar right now. Got some weather moving through Cincinnati, and that's not too far away from Kentucky here at Kentucky Speedway. So something to look out for if weather could be a factor late.
You never know. They've got lights, though, so they should be good. Race at 2 a.m. if they have to.
Oh, 18 car on the wall. Don't know if it was lag or not.
I'm going to go back to a stream really quick, see if we can get any radio on that.
18 car got lag punched.
He's got bad damage. No radio coming from him.
18 car lagged out. No way. It's so does the 11.
No, I quit. I worked too hard.
Wow.
for a race like that.
He quits.
He got
I worked
lag
too hard.
punched.
I'm not gonna settle. I'm not. That's not how.
They both are out.
Or better win.
Tenacious will be. I'm just kidding.
If I lose because I quit,
I mean, if they're not...
I'm not.
Are they restarting?
I worked too hard.
They've got to be.
They should, because, yeah, closing's right. You work way too hard this whole season for your season to be ended by lag. Yeah, they're going to be restarting here. See,
They might have to wait for another night. I'm going to be honest.
22 is on pit road. No, I think they'll do it tonight. This happened last week, too. Last week, they were lagging really bad. They had to restart the lobby, and then it was all good. But, I mean, I don't know. We've got 4 cars on pit road quitting. Some guys still racing. There's 5 now. So, yeah, we're going to be heading back to the lobby. And
This is
wait for things to-
unprecedented championship race. Who saw this coming?
So,
I mean,
closing was right, or Jake was right on that rain. Have a little bit of a delay going on here. A little bit of weather in the area. It shouldn't last too long if you guys look at the radar. I don't think I can get the radar up right now on my stream, unfortunately, but it's just a little pop-up randomly going through Cincinnati, Kentucky area. It should be gone in no time. And jet drivers will be out on the track to get this thing going again. Here, let's see if you guys can see it. On the map, it's not really showing it in Kentucky. It's showing it in Cincinnati. But again, you can see it on the stream. Just a little pop-up. Just a little pop-up shower. Going through Cincinnati. Oh, we already got 3 guys in the booth right now. Fry.
oh, I think we should get 4. It's championship race. Get him in.
You know what?
Yeah, it's a
I mean,
championship race.
He is a champion.
Mr.
4 guys in
Worldwide.
the
Get him
booth.
in.
See if I can find
Forget
his
the
name.
analyst, Mr. Worldwide. I mean, let's go.
He'll be really good for pit strategy or for fuel saving strategy and stuff.
And fuel saving might come into play here.
It
You
could.
get 21 to a tank.
So, just to be clear, they all did quit the race, right? Like, I'm not just sitting here in the lobby waiting for them to start again.
Yes. And if they didn't, it's gonna be a really boring race because I think there's only 3 of them out there.
Okay, they did quit because everybody's getting in a new lobby. But here's the thing: the new lobby, they're starting in a different order. So closing that pool doesn't even matter anymore. But all
Really?
right, so here's what's funny. Listen to this. Last weekend, I'm not sure closing won the poll, but I think he did. So he won the poll, went into the race. It was super laggy the first time, and he was leading. So they quit the race. Everybody restarted. They got into another race. It was laggy again. They all quit the race. Everybody restarted. And then the third race, they didn't care how they started. Closing started in like the back, made it to the front. Right when he got the lead, he lagged out of the race and was out for the whole race. So hopefully that's not like it this week. But all right, they are getting back in the race.
In my opinion, if one of the championship contenders lags out, they really need to restart the race because that's not really fair to those guys.
As long as it's not like halfway through the race. If it's like early in the race, yeah, I agree.
Well, even if it is halfway through the race, I'd feel kind of. I mean, obviously,
it'd suck.
Imagine racing all season, you get to the championship race and you have a shot and you lag out. That'd be crazy.
It'd be kind of like blowing your engine.
Yeah, yeah.
It would suck though, yes.
I guess it is like pay to win. It's like the hinder guys.
Especially if it's not even your internet's fault. It's just the game's crappy servers. Because that's what it is right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to give away somebody's location, but all I'm saying is a certain championship driver lives in an area that's getting hit by storms right now. So look out for. I don't know how to say this without. One of them might lag out.
One of the championship drivers?
Yeah, closing soon lives in an area right now that's getting hit by storms.
It's just a little bit of rain. I'm looking at the pop-ups. It's just a little. I'm looking at it right now on the radar. It's just pretty. I mean, is it actually a big storm right now though? Because it's literally a tiny little storm going right through Cincinnati. And there's a second behind it. Again, guys, if you look at the radar right here, that's Cincinnati, where the storm's going over right now.
You just gave up.
It's fine. Cincinnati's such a big place. Do you think closing? Everybody knows closing lives in Cincinnati.
Yeah, whatever.
Cincinnati's huge.
All right, let's get Mr. Worldwide in here and get a little rain delay talk going.
I invited him. I don't. Did he join?
So this track, interesting track. You got really. I mean, really, there's only one line, but you can run two. It's really the bottom, and you can run the middle. You can make the middle work. I think a lot of those guys are going to be running the bottom.
And is it this track or is it Kansas where they have like that really weird spot? I think it's on the apron where you can just lag and get super loose and wreck.
Yeah, that is. I mean, there is a spot, turn 2 at the bottom where you can spin out.
Yeah. Okay, that's
easily.
what I know. Yeah, because I remember when I first started commentating this league, Ribs spun out there, and I tried to accuse him of it being on purpose when I was an amateur. So
yeah, that is a hard spot on the track
right now. So they must have left that other lobby, and now they're in a new lobby again. They just can't make up their minds.
I just got invited. I don't know when to join.
It's good to join now. Pretty sure. They didn't give me another invite. I'm in. Never mind. All right, let's see if it works this time.
I'll wait an extra second.
All right, I'm in. Fry, you got a copy?
Yep.
All right, well, we got 4 guys in the booth now. I don't know if this is a record. Maybe it's not. I think it's tied for the record. But if we can get this race to start, we've already had everybody else's prediction. But who's your prediction to win this race, Fry Dog?
Oh man, that put me on the spot right off the bat, man. I was down there in that porta john, kind of got locked in that rain car, man. Tough.
Some more lag. They just started, but more lag. But we got to hear the prediction, Fry. Who's the prediction?
You're talking about that Porta John in turn 2?
That's the worst one. Oh, we got a wreck! We got a
big
early
Oh,
wreck.
wow.
And hey,
Lucas.
did me and Smith Raj just call the early caution? We just called the caution.
I'm never wrong about caution.
Now, okay, this
I'm
is
not.
this is just like last week though. Last week they had a caution in their second attempt at the race due to lag, and they completely quit the race, restarted, and then the third race closing soon lagged out. But they're gonna keep it going right here. They're gonna keep going. But we have a caution, and the over hits tonight, so we got the over on cautions to hit. And that's our first.
I feel like
caution
my
in a
pick would
while.
get voided because it is a completely different race, but I'll honor it.
Nah, I don't think Vegas is that generous. You have to talk to closing about that one.
It's coming from him. It's definitely not getting voided.
Yeah, definitely not. Alright, well, we're going to try this again off the restart. Closing soon is going to be the leader again, so it's like if he won the pole. Green flag back out here. And that gave all these guys a chance to make an early adjustment here. So we'll see how that plays in.
And Tenacious starting in the back. He's going to have to work his way up to the front if he wants this championship. 2 guys, first and second right now, are both championship contenders, so he's a lot of work cut out for him.
I think fifth got loose in turn 2, and now we got a lot of lag going on. Closing's got a big lead. We got wrecking in the back. We got a car around. Can't tell who it was. And we got more wrecking. The 12 car, the 19 car. They're going to stay green.
11 car lags out.
11. Oh, wow. Yep, this is going to be just like last week. They're about to quit the race again. This is bad, dude.
8 car.
Oh,
8
my.
car is doing 180 down the front stretch.
This is bad.
Can't tell if that's why or not. Rex.
Yeah, they're gonna restart
car,
this again.
I think, like
There's no way they don't restart this again. We got another car wrecking. 12 car coming down pit road wrecking. Yep, they're quitting. Here they go. Dude's out.
and they're going to be putting the covers back on the cars. Got another rain delay. I'm going to go hit the Porta
And this
John
is
real quick.
this
I'll-
is the
I'm
second
ready.
stage coming through, guys. The second little portion of rain coming through right now. Again, it should clear up here soon, but I mean, it just keeps surrounding in the area. You never know. There's all these pop-up
And I really
showers.
wish that it didn't lag out here, because that first caution could have took away the whole fuel
Oh yeah.
strategy, and
So
so
that means that our pick for over on cautions could be wrong still, Smith Roger. So you said you're never wrong on cautions, but it still could be wrong. But I don't think it will be. If this is a legit fair race, I still think they get a caution tonight. Man, this rain right now, dude.
Shohei just hit 34. Sorry, baseball.
What are they playing?
They lost the Astros, but he
Oh.
did hit 34.
Yeah, the Padres lost today in extra innings. I'm really salty. The Guardians, they were up 5-2 in the 8th inning and lost 6-5. All right, well, we're restarting again.
All right, I'm back from the Porta John.
This is some of the worst lag I've seen, even when it was actually when they brought the update out. Man, this is pretty bad.
You didn't
This
miss
is everybody's
much.
lagging, not just one car. So I don't think it's one certain person.
You didn't miss much, Jake, but on pit road, closing in 5th, we're throwing the football on pit road, having a little bit of fun during the
Oh,
storm.
really?
Yeah, just a little sprinkle
That's
shower, so
cool.
they were able to be out there. But man, this is something right now. Like Fry just said, yeah, this lag is probably the worst I've seen when streaming it.
Have you ever?
Huh?
Never mind.
Okay.
I thought I would get that reference, but I guess not.
Oh, nah.
What happened to your car tonight, Jake? Kind of just put it under the cover. 'Cause you got damage in qualifying or something? What happened there,
Yeah,
bud?
we
Can you tell us
ran
about it?
qualifying and we blew it up, and we go to the backup car and figured I'd just come up to the booth and Backup car has a freaking extended motor in it, so not even worth going out there.
Yeah, he said just screw the racing, dude. I'm just gonna commentate it tonight.
Yeah, motor blew up in qualifying, then go to the backup, and damn thing doesn't even have a red motor in it. So
So
I said, you know what? We'll go up to the booth.
I think this is pretty big. Now the pool is going to be Shotgun because he's the hot lobby host this time. And I think that's going to be big because Shotgun's really good at Kentucky. And although he's not in the championship race, he's still going to affect it if he's up there in the front. And, I mean, Shotgun's definitely a legit contender for this race win. I was going to pick him to win the race, but I was like, nah, I'm going to go with 5th. Man, we're not going to get this thing started.
We got
till
6
11.
cars tonight, Cohen. 6 cars tonight. 3 in contention, 3 aren't. Is that what's going on here? I was late to the party. Sorry.
Actually, I don't know.
Got
I think we have
Fungus,
more than 6.
Deeds, and Shotgun.
We have 7, I
And then
believe.
the 3 champions.
7, I believe.
Who's the 7th?
We have Ribs, Fungus, Shotgun.
Oh, Ribs. Okay, cool. Good field.
All right. Yeah, we're still missing 5, unfortunately, which is a bummer. But they're going to try this again. We're running it back. If it doesn't work this time, do you think they would consider postponing race?
I mean, given that real NASCAR postponed the race today, I don't see why we can't. But
I might have got in too early. I pray that I didn't. Oh, I'm good. Oh my gosh, guys. I thought I got in too early. Jeez. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I'm gonna need an invite.
I mean, it wouldn't have really mattered. It's not like they're going to not back out anyways. They probably will. All right, I'll get you an invite. It's going to be coming from my brother's account, though, because that's the one I've had to play on. Because I can't get on NASCAR Heat with my account.
Raj, analyst, what do you see with rain and all the lag going on? What's your take?
I think it makes it really tough to race tonight. And I could definitely see as a possibility that they decide to postpone, just for the sake of giving these guys who've worked their asses off to have a good run and have the opportunity to race in the championship for a championship. Let me give them a better shot at a good race.
Well, we seen it last week, and the third time was a charm. They got into the race, and it worked out, although we did have a big driver lag out. So, I mean, could it be the same this week? Will it start to clear
Well, I'll
up
tell
this
you what.
race?
If they do postpone the race, I'll be back down there, hopefully. So, probably get the normal car back up and running.
Think about it. You weren't the only one lagging tonight, and you were worried about you lagging.
I mean, yeah, I knew I wasn't the only one lagging, but still, I'm not trying to be the guy that, you know,
I already see
screws it up for somebody else.
I already see glitching going on in the lobby, or in the pace lap. Yeah, these guys are already lagging.
Oh my gosh.
This is bad. Let's see if we can get any closing soon radio.
Get to the middle, clear behind.
It's a warfare out there, dude.
Clear right.
Who's gonna get lag punched first is the question.
All clear, no pressure from
You know,
behind.
I'm not an analyst like Big Raj, but I see a lot of people switching lanes before the backstretch. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Might have to go to the rear of the field.
Well, I mean, I think they have an excuse with all this lag. Like, closing had to go to the middle, or else he was gonna get lag punched.
Still there. Further.
So I'm watching his stream. But closing just got put in the wall by Ribs a little bit because of lag in turns 1 and 2. So look out for that. Leader right now is E&A Shotgun. Leader in the championship race is 5th Constant, running 3rd right now. Will they be able to even get through the first 10 laps of this race is the question. Hopefully it starts clearing up. Yeah, there's a lot of lag going on. This is bad.
I don't see how they can continue to race like this. This is not fair to the guys.
Not at
Three
all.
guys that it's really not.
I mean, from the get-go, it's not fair because closing soon was the pole winner, and he's not going to get rewarded with that because of all this lag, you know, and they've had to restart it. So he doesn't even get rewarded with winning the pole and getting the fastest lap.
I mean, this is borderline unwatchable too. I can't even. I mean, I had the binocs on, looking down at the cars, and they're moving up and down the track. All right, caution's out.
I mean, yeah, this is unbelievable.
Oh,
That's going to give the over. Is it? Oh, I think it's.
I thought it was.
I thought
I
it
was watching
was
the
too.
A-Carty.
Oh,
What?
Ribs! Oh my gosh, Ribs is on 2 tires on the track lagging. Him and Dees are just getting it. Never mind. They're wrecking back there. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Ribs
22
broadcast
car,
just ended. I think Ribs is just like
18 car-
completely lagged out.
18 car lags out.
I think his internet lagged out or something.
Everybody
Everybody
lagged
quit.
out.
This is unbelievable, dude. I mean, at this point, NASCAR, make a decision, dude. If you think it's gonna keep raining,
Yeah.
call the race.
I think the safe
I
decision
agree.
here is to call for a postpone.
I can't see Deeds calling a postpone this early. I can see Deeds trying this until 11:30 before he postpones it.
Really? You think NASCAR's gonna go to 11:30? That's
Definitely.
pretty bold.
I think they'll get these
That
things
means the
back
race
on the track
wouldn't
over and
end
over.
until like 12:30.
I believe
at
it's gonna
least.
get fixed. Come on, everybody. Let's all think positive
I don't
right now.
think-
Let's believe we get this vortex going. Maybe clear the rain out. Come on now, NASCAR. Let's
I-
get this lag out of here.
See, I think they'll figure it out. I don't think they care when the race ends. They just want to get it started tonight and not have to worry about a whole nother week. But the thing is, Deeds is really good with like somehow figuring out how to fix these games. Don't ask me how. But I think they figure it out. I think they all restart their Xboxes here, or possibly routers even, and figure it out. I hope they don't restart the routers because obviously my stream would end. But everyone's checking NAT type. Okay, so I think they'll figure it out, but we'll see.
That's a good call, Bombshell. Make sure they're all open. One person has it on strict or something. It could cause a whole lagging issue. So hey, that's a good call, NASCAR. Go check your NAT type.
I'm gonna check mine. Actually, no. No, I'm not gonna.
I think these guys are gonna check over the radar a little bit, make a decision. If not, we might just call it a three-way tie and move the race to Auto Club in 2 weeks,
Auto
California.
Club.
Because
That's wild.
can you imagine a 3-car championship race to decide the winner? That'd be insane. Car style, I'd watch that.
You have a thing for Auto Club or something?
Well, that's California.
What would
Maybe
be the
better track.
odds? What would be the odds of a Monday race and then to win it?
Plus 250.
Would it be possible with work and stuff?
It might have to move it to next Sunday, which I don't think he wants to do, but it might just be what has to happen.
That would be really bad. That would suck. If anything, it possibly could be moved to next Saturday.
Something. I just don't think it's fair to these guys. I really don't. If I were racing for a championship right now, I'd be
I'd be inside of NASCAR's executive room and cussing them out right now, telling them.
I'd be
make their
going to the
decision.
hauler, the NASCAR hauler, and
Yeah.
asking for. I mean, this is like. I mean, because here's the thing: if somebody lags and whatever the championship guys are, I mean, obviously the championship guys don't have to win; they just have to beat the other 2 people, right?
Well,
So these guys, but like, I don't know.
I'm gonna go talk to the
Doesn't
owner
seem
really quick. You guys can talk to the stream if you want, but I'm gonna go talk to the owner and see what his thoughts are on the whole situation.
Mr. Worldwide, what do you think?
I'm a positive guy. Got positive thinking going on right now, and I kind of want to watch this race tonight. We'll put enough work this week. You know, who says next Sunday it doesn't do the same thing? But usually it clears up a little after 11. There's a little thing about in it to win it. We used to race in 11, but we always called it a little after 11. So let's see a little after 11 how it goes here about in 10 minutes.
I can respect that. Well, if it keeps delaying, they might fix my freaking car that I freaking blew up in qualifying and maybe get back out there. Damn thing freaking overheated and blew up.
And get your butt back down there.
Well, it's nice and warm and dry in this this booth, so I might stay up here for a little bit. Might hit
All
the
right.
Porta John on the way down.
We just got a special interview with the leader of In It to Win It, Dirty Deeds, on his thoughts of the race right now.
Oh, really?
So let's listen to this. This is going on stream, okay?
What?
This is going on stream. So, with how the race is looking right now, with all the lag, is there ever a possible chance of a postpone?
Well, we're talking about it right now, but Dale over here, he don't really like it. He said it's raining. Might be a 4 a.m. start here or something, but we're looking into it.
Is there a thought? Are you worried at all when it comes to postponing? Are you worried at all about when the race ends?
Private. What?
If
Sorry,
the race,
I'm on the radio here.
are you worried about the when the race ends at all?
Hell no, we got lights.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. All right. So it does show you they
we
are
love the
thinking
owner
of
there.
it. It does show you they are thinking of a postpone. Obviously, I don't think they're serious when they say 4 a.m. start time. At least I would hope not. I don't want to stay here until 4 a.m. But let's see if we got it all cleared up here.
Yeah, one thing, we're not in New Hampshire here. We are Kentucky. They do have lights.
is
They can't
correct.
afford lights here, so we won't have to worry about that.
It's a good thing too, because it would be unfortunate if this had to be some day race without lights and had to make sure it was in the daytime. That'd be unfortunate. I just don't understand why New Hampshire don't put in lights. You know, it's not a very big track. Like, I forget the dude's name, but like the dude that controls the track and the looks of it and all the trees and stuff, he needs to invest in some lights.
Ground screw.
Yeah, the ground screw dude. All right, I got my invite. They're back in the race. You guys are free to take invites now. Or they
You're gonna have to send it.
All right. Gotta look your name up again.
Are they changing host every time, Cohen, or what are they
I did
doing
not
here?
see.
They should go back to Deeds. I think they should go back to Deeds.
I did not see who the host was. Well, the thing about him being the host is that I'm on the internet streaming. He's on the internet playing a game and everything. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really even matters who the host is. It's just the game's crappy servers right now.
Yeah, I just know we've always had best luck with Deeds.
They
doing
probably
this, so.
they probably spilled coffee on the router or on the server room. All right. Where are the servers located for this game? North Carolina?
These servers are located in Kentucky. That's where the rain seems to be coming
yeah.
from. So
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I
I
don't know.
know.
Probably Cali.
Well, the makers are from Europe, so that's probably in Europe. It's from playing on
Okay.
European
yeah.
servers, Amazon Europe.
Amazon.
So the
Yeah, these servers are Amazon servers.
they're in the Amazon
Yeah, sorry.
rainforest, guys. That's unfortunate.
Isn't that in South
No, I'm
America?
Okay, well, they're going to try this again. Do you guys think this is the one? I mean, closing literally changed his paint scheme. That's how desperate he is. He just... I think... Or did he just change his paint scheme? Or is
Yeah,
this
he
one
did.
again? So he's so
He
desperate.
did,
I mean,
yeah.
he literally told the team...
I don't
during
see the
rain
wiggle
delay-
wiggle.
During rain
Might
delay,
be
he
good.
told the
Me either.
team...
This looks
switch my
good.
paint scheme. It does look
Restart
good.
looks good.
All right, well, closing is your leader still. So, oh, closing's going to get on the apron there. Jeez. That was close. All right, so they're looking good down the back straightaway. Is this the one? So, Fry, we never got the answer from you earlier. You've been in the booth for a second now. Who do you got winning this race tonight?
Man, can I tell you about halfway?
That's kind
That'd
of
be
cheating,
cheating.
but
I think
12
the
card against the
winner
wall.
should be one of the championship threes. Can I go with that, and then I'll figure
Okay.
out which one I'm going to go with.
I got you.
There will be.
Oh, 22 card Deeds lags a little bit.
We got some
Looking
good
good.
racing going on here in the pack, though. The 19 car's up there racing, running second right now, trying to help out his teammate closing soon, battling with Tenacious.
Here's the thing: does the 19 car block for his teammates here?
I mean, it's championship. He might do it if it's late in the race, but I don't think he does it this early, because Tenacious will get around him. And Tenacious is already on his outside trying to get around him right now, but that 19 car has some speed contending with the 8 car right now.
That 18 car is gone. That's crazy.
Yeah, the 18 car is
about-
flying.
Put about a quarter of a straightaway on him in 3 laps.
He's got a lot of speed right now. I think he's trying to become Intuit's first 2-time champion ever since the broadcasting era. And possibly just ever. I'm not sure. We got some 3-wide action right now down the front straightaway.
3
Needing a
wide.
shotgun getting in here.
Ooh. Tenacious thought about going 3 wide. 3 wide and 2.
Man, these guys are going at it. And how about Ribs right now? I mean, Ribs is racing incredible on the outside right now, but he gets hit by Tenacious right there.
Stacking up.
No lag right now.
They're
Looks
just letting
like this is
closing
the
get
one.
away right here.
And this is big for closing early. I mean, if he gets this big of a lead early, there's still a lot of race, but if this thing were to stay green, then, I mean, he's looking pretty
Old
good.
12 car gets
we
used
got
up by
we
a
got
12 car.
134
12 car
by
around.
20, right?
12 car is around hard on the front straightaway. I don't think it's going to be a caution, but what were you saying, Fry?
I think it's 134 with 20 in the tank. So that's the race tonight.
You think we could see any fuel saving tonight?
I don't think so. Oh,
I don't
maybe
think so
if you
either.
run it, you're gonna want to run it your tank out every time.
I know closing's good at that. He does it every single week. It's the only way he races, and it works out for him. So
Back to the 12 car. It looks like I don't know if Ribs got loose, but it looks like he hit him with the quarter panel, and the 12 car just couldn't hold it. So unfortunate for the 12 car, not in the championship tonight, but still want to have a good clean race and he's going to be running 150 laps by himself, and I know how that feels. So, unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it's a bummer this early too. But hey, he could see a caution. You know, I mean, Smith Roger and I did pick the over, and Smith said he is always right on caution. So we could see a caution tonight. And I do still think we see a caution tonight. I feel like Kentucky's one of those tracks where if two cars get in a wreck, you're going to see the caution, and here it is. Oh, they save it. And Tenacious is clear in the back here after that incident. And man, Tenacious just getting screwed over right now. Oh, I thought a caution came out for a second. It looks slow on the front straightaway. Looks like the two cars actually catching closing soon. The good thing for closing soon is he doesn't really have to worry about it because he is the first in championship with his teammate Fifth Constant behind.
You let him by.
And closing said last week, you know, this is one of the weeks where he doesn't help his teammate out throughout the week for the championship because championship race, he's not helping anybody
18
out.
cars loose. 18 cars really loose.
Oh, yeah. And his teammate, who's a championship contender, is coming up to try to pass him here.
He might have thought there's going to be caution and lag so he took a looser setup. That might bite him in the butt.
Oh, him
He's
and Fifth
really
both
loose.
hit the wall there. Yeah, it's looking tough, but it's the first run. He's got plenty of time to get it together. It's gonna be one of those two probably because I mean they're both so fast, and they've both been so fast for the past 7 weeks. I mean all season, but ever since week 6 or 7, nobody's won other than those two. So Tenacious, he's gonna have to make his way through the whole pack here after getting an incident early. He's probably got a little bit of damage, so it's looking tough for him already.
Something's wrong with the 18. Something's wrong with that thing. I'm telling you.
See if we can get any radio from him.
I'm not gonna spin it, but I'm gonna be slow.
You hear it right there. He's not going to spin it, but he's going to be slow because of how loose he is.
I wonder if he accidentally loaded his qualifying setup in, because I know he runs a crazy preset for qualifying to get that top full spot. Maybe since joining back in, sometimes the game will make you have the last preset that you ran.
Well, if you
So,
want to
I
hear
don't know
the
here.
difference in his looseness or in his tires from how loose he is, his right rear is already at 38%, and his right front is at 66%. It's that big of a difference right now.
Holy crap, what did he run?
I have no idea. But he's going to have to pit early, and this is looking tough for him early in the championship. And it's all because of his lag, because they had to run 4 different lobbies. If it was the first race, he'd be all good right now. It all comes back to this game. 123 laps to go. About 11 through. Tenacious making his way up there right now. He's got the next car to pass, Fifth Constant, and that is another championship contender here.
Tenacious did tell a bunch of us that he actually been practicing Kentucky more than any other race since he won that first race of the season. So he marked this track as one of the #1 tracks.
And see, for some reason, if it's the beginning of the season, you got Tenacious coming in as the favorite, right? But for some reason, he's the dark horse tonight because of how many wins Fifth and Closing have gotten the last 5 weeks or 7 weeks, whatever it was. But you can't overlook Tenacious coming.
8 out
into
of
this
9, I
race.
think it is, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it 8 out of 9.
You can't. Yeah, but you can't overlook Tenacious coming into this race just because of that. He's gonna be ready, and he is right now. So.
Who's the #1 fan Bombshell's choice out of the Championship 3?
I don't think she picked. Who do you got winning it tonight? Bombshell. Closing, Fifth, or Tenacious?
Or me, we could see an upset. Could a new guy win?
Could he?
Very possible.
You never know.
Especially the two
Ty
up front
Smith, the
right now.
championship. Sorry, not the race, the championship. My bad. My bad on the question.
I mean, Jake could reverse time a week, go win the race, and then come back into this race and win it. You never know. Closing. All right, well, we'll see. He's having problems here early. He's going to have to pit. He's got 19 on that right rear, and the tire light is on. Will he have to pit early? And if he does, that's going to ruin everything for him because he never pits early.
He's struggling. I don't know if he can recover from this. He's almost
I don't think
corner
there's-
behind.
I don't think there's any chance he recovers from this without a caution. I just don't see it happening without a caution, but there could be a caution. He's gonna have to pit early. And not only is he gonna have to pit early, but he's already a mile behind.
I know I'm gonna blow a tire soon, Tony. Shut the fuck up, man.
Tony Stewart a spotter telling him.
Talking to the spotter there, he gets loose there. He's just really frustrated, you know. Obviously, it's understandable with how it's looking right now for him, but he's gonna pit this time by. With 5 laps in the fuel tank, he's gonna pit. And that's just gonna be bad.
Be costly.
That's bad.
That's gonna be costly.
Alright, so he's gonna adjust this thing up.
He doesn't have to win the race. He just has to beat the 8 and the 11 car. That's all he has to do, but it's gonna be tough.
Well, I don't know if you guys know crazy setups for Kentucky, but his wedge started at a 50. I don't know if that's bad or good.
No, that's where it should be. I usually run a little bit tighter here, 50.2, but it's just when you. I mean, nobody's pit yet, so his is right.
It must have been his tires.
He must have read. He probably if he's already that loose, he must have ran an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, I don't. It had to have been an accident because he definitely knew exactly what preset he wanted to run with how much he's practiced it, but it had to be a mistake. And it just sucks knowing that mistake comes right there because of you should clip that, Bombshell. You should clip that. But yeah, he just definitely a mistake because if you practice it that much throughout the week, there's no way he makes a mistake and runs that.
I was wondering how he got so far out front. It's because he was on loose stuff, and
because he was fast.
Remember and then he burnt up all his stuff.
It could have had something to do with the track temperature. You know, that rain earlier, it really cooled it down here. So.
Yeah, that is true.
But everybody else, they must have adjusted.
I think he's still gonna be all right, but he did lose some time there, trying to save it there at the end because with the pit stops, everybody's gonna have to stop. It's not like someone's gonna cut out a stop, so he's just making the 5 lap early. So at the last stop, he's gonna have to maybe take everything and not be able to strategize with 7 to go.
Looks like 8 cars coming to the pits this time.
19's on pit road right now. So yeah, looks like we got everybody coming in. 2 cars gonna come in this time by. I think 5th constant.
8 cars coming by. 5th constant's gonna stay out.
That's
a
big.
Different strategy being played.
I like that strategy because every week we've been seeing 5th constant and closing soon run it all the way dry, and they're always there at the end to win this thing, and that's why I don't think closing can get it done tonight, because it just seems like whoever's running it dry is winning it, as long as it's not a fuel saving strategy.
Here's what I'm gonna guess he's doing. He's gonna run all of them dry, so it's 21 to a tank. He's running it out again. He's going an extra lap. He didn't even pit this time by too.
That's something.
He might sputter on the backstretch. He might sputter fuel the backstretch right here. Let's see if I can hear it.
Don't count him out yet. I mean, he's this far back, but don't count him out yet. He's still in this thing. There can always be a caution too. And if there's a caution, he's right back in it. Alright, so
that 11 car looks smooth.
Yeah, 5th has to pit this time by. He just looks calm. He's running a perfect line. No looseness or anything there. That was a beautiful turn. He's down pit road right now. I want to know how far back closing soon is right now. And now it's looking more tough for there to be a caution because
they're all spread out.
Yeah, we got spread out. That caution that we were hoping for, well, me and Smith were hoping for, not looking there anymore. So, Roger, you still have a caution coming in?
No.
You don't think so? You changed it up?
Now that they're pretty clean with no lag for the most part, I think the chance of a caution is way down.
Well, I guess it's gonna mean you're wrong on the caution prediction tonight, unless we count that caution from earlier in a different race.
I'm just saying.
I heard he cashed out. You cashed out your money already on that bet.
I didn't cash out.
Ago.
Freaking. Oh.
I made the prediction, and then they had that caution in that earlier attempt at a race, and that was after I said it. And at the time, it was an accurate prediction.
Dude, I
I'm
almost
gonna
just
say.
lagged out. Or I almost just quit on accident. I accidentally hit the screenshot button. Alright, well, we got 111 laps to go, so there's a lot of racing. And, I mean, if closing's that fast, he really could just cut into time on these guys and make his way through there. He's running 6th right now. And I think he'll be up somewhere in the top 3, top 4 at the end, but just the question is, will he be the championship guys?
So with early trouble to Dirty Deeds, does he not finish the race in the lead lap now?
He hasn't finished a race in the lead lap this season, has he?
That's what I mean, yeah.
Is he lap down right now?
I don't want to say I've been keeping up with
Not yet.
that stat,
Not
but I
yet,
actually
but
do
I
know
know
that
he
stat off the top of my head. He has not finished on the lead lap this season.
I think he's 2nd right now. Unless he's
Yeah,
lapped
I'd
down.
say Tenacious or 5th Constant 2nd.
Tenacious is 1st, and then Deeds is behind him, and then 5th Constant's
No, Shotgun should be
He could
first
be a
unless
lap
he
down.
screwed up.
Because remember, Deeds got wrecked and
Oh.
caution didn't come out. Remember, so he is
Shotgun-
already a lap down.
Shotgun
must
should
way
be
ahead,
first.
and he's way ahead. I can't even see him up there. I don't. Bob Show, could you look at the top right of Deeds' screen and see what position it says he's in? Because I'm like.
Should be Shotgun, Tenacious,
5th?
Deeds, 5th.
Deeds, okay.
If I were to guess. That should be your top 4 right there.
Yeah, Shotgun's really good here. I was gonna predict him to win the race, but I thought I was.
I think Rebel's 5th. Then you got Closing Soon 6th. I mean, no, Closing Soon should be 6th, and then you got Idyllic Fungus 7th.
Yeah, Shotgun's at least got to get one win this season, right? Whether it
Oh,
matters. or
Fungus
not.
was the one that got crashed and caution didn't come out.
Yeah,
Then
that
that's
was Fungus,
I'm
yeah.
mistaken. Okay.
12th car.
You'll see them running pretty much the same line. They go up to the top and then drive it into the 1. Wait for that first light pole, get on the gas. Then when you go into 3, you see that Porta-John on the right. It's going to be your marker.
That is
Going on the back straightaway, see the Porta-John on
Yep,
the right, and turn in and
Is
brake.
that the one
All right,
that
let off
Fry
gas.
used? Is that the one Fry used?
Yeah, I think it is. Right, which
I'm
one's
still
used?
standing
1 off
out here
3?
by the porta potty, you know, with my poncho on, hanging out down here by this porta john. So
Oh, we don't need the poncho
good
anymore.
racing down here.
The rain's gone. We don't have to worry about the rain anymore. There's no more pop-up showers right there. Yeah, I know. See, on the map, it still shows that rain in Cincinnati, but it's not showing up on the track.
So on a different note, Cohen, I went to an A's game yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a guy sitting next to me from Jersey, just flew in. He's going to Yosemite. The guy to the right of me was from Chicago, and the guy behind us was from New Hampshire. It was like,
That's something.
well, why are you guys coming to the Coliseum all
Yeah.
across America? And then the guy to the right of me, Jersey guy, talking with the all game, you know. He goes, I got to go to the Hilton Garden Inn up the way. I got to get an Uber. I'll take you. So Worldwide gave Stranger a ride to his hotel after the A's game last night.
Nice. Well, I'm wondering, why would you travel clear across the world to watch an athletics game?
Like it's only $10 a ticket.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But the gas, I feel like it'd be cheaper to get like a $100.
No, they're all
ticket
flying.
than
One
to
guy
do-
got a job at Stanford and flew out his girlfriend. The other guy was going to Yosemite, so he
okay.
said I had a night in the city, so he bought a ticket. Kind of cool. I mean, they all had these accents. I was like, man, I'm
Well,
sitting by a bunch of people from Chicago and Jersey.
for me
It's
today,
pretty cool.
me and my brother, we were just hitting balls at the park, slow pitch, and I threw him a pitch, and I'm scared to pitch because I'm afraid of a line drive. I threw him a pitch, and he hit a line drive right into my forearm, and I don't, either bruised my forearm really badly or I might have broke it. I don't know, but I'm gonna make an appointment in the morning.
Whenever you throw the ball like low and away, or low and in, or low and middle, honestly. Anytime you throw the ball low, just be prepared for a line
yeah,
drive. If you throw it up,
I
you're
hit
fine.
it low. I hit it low and out, like a little out,
Yeah, yeah.
and it hit off my arm and it rolled clear into the outfield. It was a softball field, but it was still pretty far.
It was a hard ball.
Alright.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
throwing real hard balls.
Yes, it was a hard ball, dude.
All right, they're stacking up here. 20. We got 22 of Deeds, the 11 5th constant, and the 8. Oh, Tasha's gonna block him a pie.
This is getting
Going
good.
into 1. Got some lag going on from the 22 here.
All on different teams, so I don't expect anyone to help anybody here. All right, so they're starting to calm it down a little bit.
Oh, they're gonna be.
So that's the
racing hard
race
here.
right there, the 8 and the 11 for the championship.
Yep.
Yeah, these two going at it. They don't care if shotgun wins. They just want that championship. Have we ever had a champion where they weren't the race winner? Did we have that last season? Or, no, we didn't. I'm not sure if we've had it. But Fifth is right there on Tenacious's bumper as they go through 1 and 2. Deed's right behind him.
Deeds is getting loose.
All right, Fifth's going to go low here. Oh, he gets a little tight. Tenacious is going to keep the spot. They're about equal in speed right now. These guys are pretty much...
Yeah, with your question, since season 4, I don't really remember when Closing did he win season 4, Fifth won season 5. I know I won the last race in 6. Tenacious won the last race in 7. Now we're in 8. Or did Closing win and Fifth win the last race?
Yeah,
To win the
I think
championship?
so.
So, okay, since season
Closing
4.
won at Phoenix season 4.
Yep, oh, he did, yep. And then Fifth won at Vegas.
No,
Won Homestead and last...
Fifth one... Was it Vegas?
I think it was Vegas. Because that's when Tenacious came into practice with us to join the league.
I know Tenacious won at Vegas in season 7.
Yeah, the next year, yep.
Oh, 11 car is going to tap him up the track a little bit. He's going to try to dive it down low. 8 car gets to drive into the corner.
Atlanta.
Should get the drive off. He does. 11 car is making his presence known though. Oh, big lag
lag
spike.
spike. That might hurt Fifth. It's obviously going to hurt Deeds. That might even hurt Fifth, getting rear end damage there. And yeah, I mean, look at the difference already between Fifth and Tenacious just off that lag spike.
And see, as a commentator and as a driver, I don't really think that we should be racing this race. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I still don't think with the rain in the area it's fair to these guys.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Closing is on pit road again. Well, that's the only really bad lag we've seen this game. But yeah, season 5, Fifth constant won Atlanta, and he was on a hot streak before winning that race. That's right.
Closing seems in trouble. I don't know if he digs himself out of this hole, I would be thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. But it's definitely possible still. Don't get me wrong. Don't count him out, but I just don't see it. So if we look at his fuel, you said 20 to a tank, and
21 to a tank.
how many laps we got to go? I don't know how many laps we got to go, but is there ever a chance he's gonna have to pit in extra time? I don't think so, 'cause it's only a 5 lap difference.
I'm sure we're probably around like 98, 95 to go maybe.
Yeah, I'll check
I don't know,
it.
somebody could...
It's closing. Is he even lapped down? No, he's not yet lapped down yet. He's close to it though. Let's see here. I'll get the lap count when he crosses it on his screen. 96 to go.
Yeah, Worldwide knows what he's talking about.
So,
Another note, we got Rock NASCAR in the booth or in the crowd watching this race tonight, and he had something funny to say this week. He actually got booted from a public lobby. Do these kids not know who Rock NASCAR is, getting booted from a lobby?
yeah, I saw that on something about that. I think on the Facebook Xbox One community. And the thing about tonight, closing, with what happened early, even if, because he's not going to have to do a whole extra pit stop, but pitting earlier than these guys and how far back he already is, when they pit, they're going to have fresher tires than him, so it's going to make it even harder for him to catch them after his pit stop. But, I mean, he might be able to gain a little bit throughout all these runs. I just don't see it happening. Tenacious has about a 1 to 2 second lead on Fifth right now. That's the championship race right there. BB King in the chat.
I do. If Closing soon can get his car fixed, I do think he has fastest car. I mean, we saw it in qualifying. He ran fastest lap.
He's obviously got a fast car. It's just that I just don't see it
It's
happening.
a lot of time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to other fast cars. That's the
There's
problem.
6 stops to make a mistake though too. The 8 or 11
Yeah,
could mess up. And the 11 does not have Mr. Brain in his ear tonight, I don't think. I would like to hear their commentating over there together.
Crew
I mean,
chief
he's
is
not telling
here
them
tonight.
anything.
That is true.
Yeah, Fifth Constant has Rebel crew chief informed tonight.
So closing, is he not talking or is he not in their party? Or is he in their party?
I'm
He's
sure
in the
they are
party,
helping
it's
each
just
other. I'm sure it's pretty
very-
quiet over there.
yeah.
Well, let's see if Closings
Get some
is
radioactive
talking
on
at all.
that.
I'll try. See if he's talking at all. He sounds pretty quiet right now. Just locked in, trying to make up time. I wish I could know the differential right now from him to Fifth Constant, who's the leader. Fifth has to pit though. Yeah, there's nothing really. Fifth's gonna pit this time by if I had to guess.
See, what Fifth is doing is probably going to try to take 2 tires and less fuel on the last stop, which is going to save about, I don't even know.
I can't
Probably a
believe
couple
he's been able to
seconds.
run it this dry. Makes me wonder if he's saving for some reason. With how dry he's able to run it.
Yeah, he can't give Tenacious too much to make that last stop because Tenacious is going to do it too. I see Tenacious saving that and making it a short stop in the last one too, Jake. He needs to be closer.
Fifth must have already
Yeah.
pitted because he's going another lap. I don't think he did though. No, he's still the leader. He's yet to pit. He's gonna come in this time. There's no way he can run it an extra. I think he's saving. Is he trying to save out a whole stop? There's no way.
Yeah, speed will beat you that way.
Is it possible that he does it?
Smith Rod, you're down there on pit road. What are those crew chiefs talking about right now? They talking about tires kind of getting wore out or gas mileage? What are they talking about down there, buddy?
Hearing a lot about tires. Seems an issue for a couple of drivers.
Well,
What drivers specifically are we talking about here?
A lot of it from Closing Soon's pit crew. A lot of issues with that tires, especially with how loose his car is running right now.
Well, we saw it at the beginning of the race. He seemed to be really good and then fell off a cliff. Was that his tires, or is that a Goodyear issue, or is that just them making the car too loose?
Likely he's making the car too loose.
Good reporting down there by Smith Raj, and we'll take it back up here in the booth.
yeah, the closing, the beginning of the race just screwed him so bad. But here's the thing about Fifth. Why would Fifth try to fuel save to the win when he's literally been one of the fastest guys this season and he always gets his wins off of speed? There's no way he'd be trying to fuel save because that'd just be the dumbest choice for him, in my opinion. Because he can go win this thing off of pure speed.
Yeah, he could have ran. I mean, here's what he's betting on. He was right next to Tenacious. I think Fifth Constant had about 2 more laps of fuel than Tenacious. He could have just ran his strategy and just tried to beat him on pure speed, but obviously
Exactly.
Fifth Constant's confident enough in his strategy to where he thinks it's faster. So, bold strategy. Obviously, he knows what he's doing. He's won multiple races this season, and we'll see how it plays out.
It's just weird because we always see him not trying to save and just trying to win off pure speed. Championship races, trying to change it up a little bit. Oh, him and Closing are together right now. I think, oh, it's because Closing's on a different strategy, that's right. So Closing's going to fall back to Fifth here. He's gained 1 position since his incident earlier. I believe that's on the ribs. Yeah, he gets passed by his teammate here. He's got older tires. The tire differential between Closing and everybody else is just so bad right now because of the different pit stop cycles.
Yeah.
It's just looking rough. And unfortunately,
He's
that had
locked
to happen
in though. I
this
can
race.
tell.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
for him to actually have to pit early. He's still doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing really good. If
Yeah.
he didn't have that incident early, then he'd be right in this race right now. He'd probably be leading it, honestly.
That shotgun catching lap cars.
Yeah, Shotgun's just so fast at Kentucky. If he was in this championship race, he'd be the one to beat, even if he had 1 win this season. You know, it's crazy, like, that the 1 year Shotgun doesn't make the championship race is the year that the championship race is at Kentucky.
If I'm not mistaken,
Well, I've heard
season
Dean
4,
said that for him to get the championship.
Season 4, I think at Kentucky was arch enemy. Rest in peace. I think he won at Kentucky that season.
He
Yep.
did.
This is the race we use the Honor Arch. This season is a championship race. And Arch Enemy was driving that 2 car when he won it. And the 2 car is the leader right now, so it's only right. And I believe this is the car he was driving when he won the championship too. This team.
Yeah, 2-car always seems to be strong at this track, no matter who's in it.
Yep, you see it from closing, arch, shotgun now. And anybody else from the 2-car? Can't remember.
Showman's ran the 2-car for a race at Daytona and
Showman's,
won.
that's right.
He
I
actually
thought
won that
Closing
race,
ran
too.
it a couple times too.
He did. Closing
Yeah, he
season.
did. He ran it first
Yeah.
season. Season 5, I believe.
Yeah.
And I also remember a race at Kentucky where Shotgun got the win and Tanner wrecked and Deeds was in the lead. And when I was in that race, I thought Deeds had the win and it didn't come out until a little later. And then Shotgun got the win.
Yeah, I was like, Deeds in the lead. And then Shotgun moved him and got the win. Ripped it from Deeds.
I feel like Fungus is just getting lapped by your 2-car, the leader.
Yep. I believe that puts him either 2 or 3 laps down, if I had to guess. There's no way that's only the first
No,
time.
I think it's only should be only 1 or 2. I don't think he's.
Because he wrecked early,
think
really. Maybe it's only 1.
I think it's only 1, honestly.
We're down to 82 laps to go right now. We're not yet at the halfway point, but we're getting there. And leader
I
is
see DD King in the lobby saying,
Yeah, I
"Let's go
saw that.
Tenacious." Good fast driver. Miss you, DD.
If you guys-
Teammate.
If you guys are just tuning in, Ine Shotgun is the leader. The leader in the championship race is Tenacious. And closing student early in the race had some issues with the car, got really loose, had to pit early, and he is way far back. He's 5th place, but he's like really far back from the leaders because of that issue. He's just trying to recover.
I think with what I'm seeing play out now, I think Fifth Constant's gonna. I mean, I want Tenacious to win. Obviously, he's my teammate. I think Fifth Constant gets it done though. He's gonna take 2 on that last stop and save about 5 to 8 seconds.
Tenacious could do the same thing.
He didn't. He didn't.
Tenacious
he-
is monitoring the gap right now and probably be able to save too. He knows his
And
numbers.
Tenacious is really good at
Believe
saving,
me.
so.
It's gonna be a
I don't know.
race.
He's-
Let's see what happens. How far
I
is
think-
Tenacious ahead of 5th right now? 3 seconds?
Not
I'd have
not
to
very
say
far.
2 or 3.
2
All right.
and 5th. I mean, he has to be saving because 5th pit. I don't know. 5th pitted like 3 laps after him, didn't he?
Yeah, this time. And last time it was a lap or 2. It was 2 laps after. 5th is just... He's got so much speed. I don't understand why he'd save. It kind of bothers me. Like, if I was a 5th Constant fan, I'd be angry at him for saving right now. Even if that's what he's doing. He passes D's right there, so maybe he's not saving right now. I really don't know. Closing soon's about to pit, or he might be on pit road, or he's about to be pitting this time.
Might not even be saving. Might just be running a dry, whereas these other guys are not.
Yeah, that could be the case too. I don't understand why these other guys wouldn't run it dry, but... Alright, so closing's on pit road. See if he can make up
Honestly,
his time here.
a loose car at Kentucky is probably one of the worst things you can have. It's so hard, especially in turn 2. It's so easy to spin.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are probably. That's. I mean, probably just off comfort. These guys are gonna be pitting early.
At least he didn't wreck it. He managed to not wreck that thing and run it clear until the tires were given out. See, if he could have ran it clear until everybody else pitted, he'd be right in this thing. But unfortunately, he had to pit early because of his tires. Who knows? Maybe the team accidentally put the tires in the wrong spots. They could have put the front tires on the back and the back tires on the front, like Martin Truex's team did to him in 2018.
Could be. Like we heard from Smith Rod earlier, it seems to be more of a setup issue, more than a tire issue.
Yeah.
I guess you're
He's coming off the
good your tire. He's pitting a whole like 3 or 4 laps in front of everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
and then another like 6 or 7 laps behind fifth. 19 car to pit road.
So 19's he's honestly pitting a little early too, just a lap behind his teammate. What's up, BB Mooney? All right, so Ribs on pit road. Who's gonna pit next? I don't know where we're at in that. Is it Deeds that pits next or Fungus?
Yeah, you should see everybody else come right about the same time.
Except for 5th. Here we go.
2 cars pitting.
Yep. 12's gonna stay out. See who else we get in here.
12 will probably pit next time by.
Tenacious looks like he's going to stay out another lap. Beads is going to bring
Beads
it
is
in.
going to come in.
So we got 5th and Tenacious still out here, along with the Dork Fungus.
New leader will be Tenacious.
So we're going to have to count how many more laps 5th Constant gets on green flag and Tenacious. I think Tenacious is running it even further this time too, though. He's going to have to pit this time by if I had to guess.
No, he's
gonna
running another one. Yeah.
extra.
I think our commentator.
He's watching his
II2WI was
intervals.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
He's watching his intervals.
Well,
Two
he's,
car come off.
you can see he's losing a lot more time here because 5th is catching him quick.
Yeah,
He's definitely saving.
gotta be.
But then again,
They're
it's
gonna go
not just
another
about
time
fuel
by.
here. Saving fuel isn't the only problem. You gotta make sure your tires are good too. You might not have to save them, but just monitor them. He's bringing in another time. Man, he told
That's
5th,
big
hold
for
my
him.
beer.
That's big.
Very, like, what if he managed to somehow pit the same lap as 5th? I don't know how that would even be humanly possible.
Yep. Now they're going to be on same cycles. This is going to be a good race here, fellas.
I don't know how that's even possible.
That shifter, he knows what he's doing. He saw he was up 3 seconds. He slowed her down. Let's pit with 5th this time.
Well, 2 championship guys are side by side right now. This is a battle for the championship. And the Tenacious stays
Wow,
out again.
going again.
This is something.
Wow.
These guys are just shifter battling right now. And they should be coming out of pit road at just the same time if this keeps
They
up.
are 4 laps past when the leader shotgun's fitted, or 3. This will be 4 if they go around another.
Yeah, Shotgun's going to come out once they cycle through way in the lead. He might have a half a lap on him, if
Yeah, but
not
they're
more.
not even worried about shotgun. They're just worried about the championship. I think they can care less about winning the race. Maybe 5th would like it, but
I think they still might win the race with this strategy. They're gonna take 2 this last time by.
okay,
Tenacious
so
comes in.
Tenacious in, 5th stays out again.
You might have big mistake for Tenacious. He hits a wall. That is gonna be very costly.
That
Very costly.
That honestly could
He
be a
hits the
championship.
inside wall. That could be it.
I don't think it is. How
I
much,
fit-
how much time do you think he lost? You think he got damaged?
He probably lost 5 seconds. We're gonna see when he cycles out. They were side by side last time. Remember that.
Yep.
That cost him probably 5 or 6 seconds right there.
Shotgun's going to grab
At
his lap
least.
back here from 5th Constant, I believe.
Not to mention if he didn't get any damage, that might be another couple seconds. Let's see how many more laps 5th Constant runs. 5th Constant leader right now.
It's impressive how many laps he's been able to run. He
That's
might,
1 more than Tenacious.
If he keeps it up like this, he really could possibly save a whole fuel stop or do something. Maybe he's just trying to set up for a 2-tire stop at the end. I'm
Let's
not
see,
good with
2 more
fuel
laps.
strategies, with pit strategies. He's going again.
You're the best in the freaking league in the booth.
That is true. We have 2 of them. Smith with the tires.
Who's that?
Smith with the tires down there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got Fry Dog over here who literally won a championship off of fuel saving. So we've seen it happen before.
It wouldn't be surprised me if he comes in this time.
He's gonna stay out.
Wow, he's going another one. So that's 3 laps.
What's his lefts look like when he comes in this time? Because if he's going to take 2 tires at the end, he better have enough
See,
tread on those left tires.
I don't think left tires will be much of an issue, but I wish I could see it, but he's not streaming, so. If anything, I feel like he's got to be concerned about the right tires, the right sides. Or I guess if he comes in at the end, he's going to be good on right sides.
Yeah, it'll take 2 and splash. Coming in this time?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so he ran 3 more laps in Tenacious. That's something to keep in mind. 3 more laps in Tenacious.
That is impressive.
You're right. He might be cutting it out because he doesn't know the other strategy you know, Jake. He might be trying to go 23. What's 23
Mhm.
times 6? Does that make it to 134 to cut out a stop even? Is he trying
I
to
see
be
what you're
even
saying.
more fuel saving?
That'd be 138. So no.
Yeah, that's 137. So he might be trying to cut one whole stop out. Wow. Shotgun's going to lap him if he tries to do that. Watch.
Gotta get
Because you really don't have to save to make 21, but to save and he's going 23, 24, could be a different party.
It's gonna be interesting to see, and it's just he'd be the last guy I think it'd come from. It's just what I don't
Where's
get.
Tenacious out?
He did it this year at a track, and I think
Maybe
they
he
actually
did it.
said they went off my. He did it. Remember, he cut out Homestead a whole stop.
Yeah,
I think didn't he win
maybe-
Homestead
Dude,
on?
he is. Let's see. Tenacious is going into the backstretch right now. Where is?
Fifth is gonna
Where's
be
fifth
front
at?
stretch, just across
Wow.
the finish line.
He lost. Even with Tenacious hitting the wall right there,
But he's
he
got
lost
way fresher tires.
a whole straightaway.
He's got way
I mean,
fresher
that's true,
tires,
but
though, so he'll be right
but
with him at the
still.
end of the stop. But I know fifth constant. He could just be doing this strategy because he probably came in thinking that Tenacious is going to try to win this thing off of a fuel strategy. He hasn't been winning many races lately. He's going to go back and do a fuel strategy and try to save to a win. So maybe he was trying to play defense on that move and go get this thing. Closing Soon is in third place right now, by the way. Running behind Dirty Deeds, but he's yet to pit. But you look at it. So Closing's got 7 laps in the fuel tank right now. I'm not sure how many laps we got to go in this race. Is there any chance that Closing would be in this at the end with how it's looking? He's running third right now. Like here, Fry, I'll have you do this math, but I'll tell you in a second. Closing's on 6 laps on fuel, 63 laps to go. Is there any chance?
No.
You guys don't know?
Yeah, I don't think he can go 25, 25. He's gonna make it. He's got to do 3 stops, but everybody else has to accept fifth. It looks like maybe now what I'm looking at.
So I'm saying there's no way he beats
Tenacious
fifth.
is gonna come in and do 2.5, right? A half stop. Fifth might cut one out. This is unreal. I didn't even think of this strategy. Pretty good off this part because I'm sure he did not hear this strategy from Closing either. Let's go 23, 24 each time.
This should be interesting. I just know Tenacious always has, it seems like he has some kind of late move he can make or something halfway through the race with fuel strategy and manage to win a race still.
So can we get a top 5 right here? I don't even know. I think Shotgun's your leader.
Shotgun's
Right.
your leader, Deeds is second, third place is Closing Soon. I believe fourth place has to be Tenacious.
Tenacious.
And fifth place is fifth constant, but is Tenacious fourth or let me see. There's a car in front of him, but I don't know if it's a lap car. Oh wait. Is Tenacious lap down? Or maybe Deeds is lap down. Tenacious or Deeds is lap down because first place is E&A Shotgun and behind him is Tenacious. And then third place is Closing Soon, who's right behind Dirty Deeds. So maybe Deeds is a lap down. Because I don't see how Tenacious could already be a lap down from that mistake he made. I'll see.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe if Closing passes Deeds, but I don't think he's going to be able to by the end of his fuel. Closing's tires are starting to wear out. He just needs to be saving or something. Try something. Is he going to pass Deeds? We'll see. I mean, he's getting close to Deeds with old tires. He's running a 31.5 on old tires. Fuel light just kicked on for Closing. We'll see him pit within the next 2 laps.
I think Tenacious is in second right now.
I'm trying to see it. It's gotta be. He's gotta be in second. There's no way. 'Cause I
I
haven't
think
been
he hit the
monitoring
pit
these.
wall.
Yeah, but that only lost him. Or unless there was damage to repair. Or he got a penalty. But I don't think he got a penalty. Maybe Bombshell, could you like see if you look in the top right corner of Deed's screen, it has a number there. Can you tell me what it is? If it's
18
close.
car to pit road.
Yep.
That is so early. I don't know how he's gonna do it.
But the other two cars saving kind
Wow,
of,
Tenacious
Jake.
is lap down.
With him running, his car's so fast that
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, yeah,
Man.
Tenacious did make a mistake on pit road. I think it did.
He's
He
locked
hit the
down.
wall pretty hard.
He's lap down.
Oh.
Wow.
Unless Shotgun made a mistake and Tenacious is first. But I don't think that's the case. I'm pretty sure Shotgun's your leader.
No,
Yes, Shotgun is
Shotgun
your
did
leader.
make a mistake.
Shotgun's your leader. Second place is Dirty Deeds. Third place was Closing Soon. And I'm not sure who it is now. And I believe fourth place is Fifth Constant, or he's third now.
Yeah, but when this cycle's around, Closing is not going to be third. He's going to be. Yeah, with these guys saving like they are.
Well, fifth is on pit road, I believe. Or not fifth, Shotgun. Yeah, Shotgun.
Yeah, so
Ribs.
Rebel. This is real interesting. Got a lot of different strategies playing out here.
And this just makes it so confusing for us, too, because we don't have enough information on this to see what's going on. But honestly, if Shotgun keeps it up, I can see Shotgun just winning the race, and then I can see... Obviously, he can't win the championship, but...
I think fifth might just win it all. He's saving so much gas. He might... If he doesn't lose too much time...
Tenacious is sixth, by the way, behind Ribs. Ribs just said. Thank you for that, Rebel Boy. Yeah, so Tenacious might be out of this unless he gets a caution, because... I believe he's only a position in front of Closing Soon right now. And that's after Closing Soon pitted, so this is something. Closing Soon after pitting is about half a lap behind the leader, Fifth Constant. Not even half a lap. About a quarter of a lap or so, third of a lap. Let's see how many extra laps that Fifth gets to go here. Is Tenacious pitted yet? I know the leader
Fifth
pitted.
Constant, right? I mean, Fifth Constant hasn't even pitted yet, but he's right on the 2 car. Which I'm guessing it's 2 car. If you pit, you're gonna lose about 2 laps here.
I know Tenacious pitted,
So-
but has not pitted. Neither is Fifth.
Fifth's gonna be the leader. And he's staying out again. I'm sure how many laps
He's
there
gonna
were
be
to
staying
go.
out. He'll be staying out for like 8 more laps probably, because Tenacious hasn't even pitted yet, and he was able to stay out like 4 laps after Tenacious. So he'll be out like 6 or 8 more laps, 6 to 8, if I had to guess.
He gets to like 46 to go. I think he's gonna be good.
Well, right now, I believe we're
48,
sitting at
46.
we're either sitting at 53 or 52, because I don't know if Closing's lap down. I don't think he is. Would Closing be lap down after pitting and Fifth's yet to pit? Probably, if I had to guess.
Hey, Smith Raj, down there on pit road. Did you make it over to Rebels or his pit? Because they got all you can eat ribs tonight for a championship team contender, winner. They got a buffet line going on. You made it over there? Tried any of those ribs yet?
No, I have not.
What a response.
You got anything
Yeah,
on
get
the
the
radar right now, Smith?
No, I don't think so. I haven't checked the radar in a little while because it seemed pretty clear.
Yeah, it does look pretty clear out there. We're just thankful to have
Yeah,
lights here, I mean, if we didn't have lights, this would be an absolute disaster event put on.
Oh yeah.
This would be like Chicago street race.
Yeah, for real.
Alright, well, we're sitting at about 50 to go, 51 to go, somewhere around there.
Tenacious on pit road.
Fifth actually might make it to 46 with how it's looking. I just want to know if it's like the 1 lap is a big difference, and I can't tell if Closing's lap down or not.
So how many laps to go? Do you know?
On Closing stream, it's 51, so I'm wondering if it's different. It's about to be 50
How
for
many-
Closing stream.
Okay, so how many laps down is he?
I don't know.
2?
That's what I can't figure out.
3?
That's the problem.
If Fifth Constant can make it,
I think
46
fifth is going to
to
be
go,
one ahead of him. One ahead of him,
So that'd be
probably,
about
because
49
he's
to go
hitting
here
the
for
start-finish
fifth.
line more.
He's going to get. If Fifth can make it to 46 to go at a pit stop, I mean on this pit stop, he can. If he saves 4 laps, 2 each pit run, he can make it on only 1 more stop.
Well, we're going to see.
It's really 23 and 23, and you can get 21, so
Yeah.
he can do it. He's been doing it. He's been showing us he's going to get 23.
I'm guessing
That's
it's
great.
48 to go
He'll-
now.
Tenacious is getting 21, because
if he
runs
can
the
do
track.
that, he'll win. Straight up.
48 to
There's
go,
no
I
way.
believe. This is something right now, dude.
And no one even thought of that because I listened to a lot of drivers this week, and man, that's a good strategy because that's fit strategy. Let's just cut out a whole stop. No one even thought of that. Talking to the drivers this week.
Yeah, I heard. I got word on closing soon strategy, and it's definitely not that. So.
But I would like to see, Shotgun's not a contender, not doing the saving fuel and cutting out a stop. Is he going to win the race with someone cutting out a stop on pure speed, which is going to be impressive? Hitting one more time and winning the race, that's impressive.
Yeah, this is gonna be something. Sorry, I'm trying to post something on Facebook, see if we can get more viewers here.
So Tenacious just went past the 11.
Yeah, he's saving.
The 11's still, but I think that's for his
11.
lap back. But that's not for the lead.
That's a lap back, okay.
Because
yeah, he still hasn't
But
pitted yet.
Deeds is position. No, the 12-2. Okay, both lap cars just went by 5th.
Yep, and we're gonna have for 5th. It's gonna be about. See, closing's at 10 laps to go on his fuel tank right now, and 5th still hasn't pitted.
Yeah,
you how
that's
insane
crazy.
the strategy is, but
He still hasn't pitted.
this is something. I mean, this is just. I mean, I think Fry is inspired by this, and he's the greatest fuel saver in Twin history.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, but I'm also impressed of Shotgun's speed, beating someone, taking one less stop. But he's not racing Shotgun, so that's kind of cool. But it's cool to see how fast Shotgun is.
It's going to be 44 to go here. Closing's actually even catching 5th right now, but that's because of 5th's tires.
Is it really 44 to go
44,
for 5th?
Yes. 44 or 45. It's one of the
Oh, he's good. He's good.
He's
And here
good
he
then.
comes.
He's good.
He's good.
He only needs to pit one more time. Wow.
I mean, I think he
What a
deserves a standing
masterclass.
ovation right now. This is unbelievable.
If he doesn't make a mistake, he wins the race. That's what he's got to tell himself right now. If he runs this race, runs this line, he'll win.
Yeah, I mean,
Or at least a championship.
I think he wins a championship no matter what here because Tenacious made that mistake. He's locked down. And
Yeah, Tenacious, you're right. That entry to pit road, like we were talking about, it's going to, pit road could screw you because I think Tenacious was going to be able to compete with the same strategy.
it's just crazy because you don't see Tenacious making mistakes like that. I can't see. He's got the ribs in front of him. Behind him looks to be Deeds. And Shotgun is way in front of him. I think Shotgun is way in front of him right now. And that's just for the lap. So 5th coming off the pit road here. And Tenacious is going through 1 and 2 right now. 5th is going through 3 and 4, coming out of 4. So I wonder if 5th is still in front of Tenacious. He should be.
Man, wouldn't it stir things up there with caution right now?
Oh man, I think 5th would be heartbroken. Closing would be screaming and so happy. 5th would be happy, or Tenacious would be happy.
Real NASCAR would probably do it.
Probably
Oh,
would.
he grazed the wall. That's a caution.
So, hey, I got a question for you, Cohen. Who's the most improved driver this season, you feel?
I was talking about it over the week. Honestly, you guys might be like, how? But I feel like the only choice is Rebel Boy. And here's why. Obviously, he's gotten it multiple times. But this season, I mean, he started out rough this season. But he then really helped his team win the championship. The team championship. Like, he was a big part of that with his finishes. Being that rule driver. I know he got like a 4th or 3rd at Bristol. And he had another top 5 this year. I mean, I think it would go to Ribs, but and not only I think he definitely deserves it, but there's really no other driver choices out there either. You know, Deeds got a win last year. He's finished a lap down every time this year. I don't even know. Like, we had a lot of rookies this year. Fungus, he hasn't had the season he's wanted, and I just can't see giving one of these top drivers a most improved driver award because they were already really good.
What's the average finish between Jake and Rebs in the races they're in?
Jake hasn't even, I don't know, but Jake hasn't even ran half a season.
He ran probably 6 races, right? So that's, yeah, you're right. He's probably not eligible. I think Jake should be rookie eligible every year since he hasn't ran a whole season yet.
I haven't. That's actually true. That is true.
3
I've
team
yet to run a whole season.
championships or something, but still hasn't been a rookie.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to toot my own horn, but the last 2 races I've raced, I finished 3rd and 4th, and the only people I lost to were the 3 people in the championship.
Yeah. Sadly, Tanner, Shotgun might have been least improved. I don't know. Him or Deeds. Probably Shotgun.
Shotgun most improved?
No, least improved.
Least improved.
Oh.
At Atlanta, I finished 3rd behind 5th in Clothing Soon. And then next week at, where was that? Charlotte? No, it was Charlotte. It was Michigan.
I'm not sure.
I think it was Michigan. I finished 4th behind Tenacious, Clothing Soon, and 5th. All people that have won races, so. I mean,
but I agree with what he's saying. You got to do a whole collective season to become most improved. You can't just have 2 good finishes.
I know, and the race before that, I finished.
I feel you were in contention. Maybe if you did race all 12, because you are getting better. I mean, you're the new up and comer, but you've already got that award before, probably also.
No, I haven't.
Not. You haven't got the up and comer award. Oh, Tanner got it once. Who else going?
Are you talking about the Rising Star?
Fungus, maybe. Yeah, right. Yeah, the Rising Star up and comer. Yeah.
Fungus got it. Tanner got it, and I think that's the only 2 years we've done it. Last season and the season before. But I'm not positive.
Well, how many times has Rebel won most improved driver? No diss to him, but how many
2.
times? 2 or
2.
So if he win it again, it'd be his 3rd time. How many times can you be
so
most improved driver?
You're right. I almost think he should actually get a win to be most improved because he's got it so many times.
But the thing is, there's just.
So you're right. This season is. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
We've got 3 rookies.
Give it to yourself.
2 of them
quit. Honestly, you could give it to 5th. I mean, the guy has won.
That's true, but
6
Oh, you're right. It could be 5th. That's a good call.
5th is already have a 5-race win season though. That's the thing.
Yeah, has he? I thought he only won 2
How many did
races.
he win last year?
Season 5, he won 5 races, I believe.
Rebel Boy coming in 5th.
He was dominant that season. Him and Shotgun.
But shouldn't most improved be from what you did the year before and what you because he hasn't won anything since season 5. So 6 and 7.
6 and
he
7
struggled, and now
He's
8.
the all-time wins leader. How could you give it to the all-time wins leader? That's the thing. It's kind of controversial. I mean, it's
here's the thing: how do you give it to the guy who's won it twice already? Like,
that's also true.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to diss Rebel, but how many times can you be most improved before like?
That's also
see what I'm
true.
saying?
I just don't see how else you can get it without being one of the top dogs.
Or is it closing from going from 1 win to actually running a team to a victory? And actually, how many wins does 5th have because closing's his teammate this year?
I'll talk to some of the guys and see what they think. If it should just be based off the previous season or just whole career. Ribs just said, I just keep getting better on the stream.
I mean, yeah, I'm
we'll
not
win a
gonna
race
deny
then.
he
Quit
doesn't.
texting.
I'm not gonna deny that he doesn't keep getting better, but like if you won, like it almost defeats the purpose of most improved. Like how many times can you get most improved before you're the best? Like
yeah, that's true.
To me, if you've gotten 3 awards, you should have won a race.
Let's listen to Smith Raj down there on pit road. What do you think about the most improved driver? You watched the races this year. What do you feel? I mean, it actually has dwindled down to like not too many cars. Where I could see most improved coming to DD King. Actually, he'd be rookie of the year because he hasn't never raced again. There's so many rookies.
He hasn't been here like 4 or 5 races now.
What do you hear? What do you say, Smith?
Like I can see why people would argue for Rebel, but it's just because he's already gotten it twice. I don't think you can really give it to him a 3rd time unless he's won a race.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Not even trying to be like, I don't know.
But I also don't think you can give it to you, Jake, for only racing half the season.
No, I agree with that.
I almost think it's closing or 5th. Because last year, Tenacious wiped their field, right? Didn't he just win the whole season pretty easy? Won the whole fucking championship. Excuse my French. Sorry, I don't need
All right, ICJ stats, how many laps we got? I believe we got 31 or 30 to go. 5th Constant is your leader right now because he still hasn't pitted again.
Heated debate. Unless Rebel Boy wins a race, I don't think he can get most improved because he's gotten better as a driver, but at what point do we say, okay, your next improvement has to be winning a race if you're just going to give it to him again? Because what is he improving on? Finishing more consistently in the top
Yeah,
5?
I think that's one thing, and it's also helping his team more, because yes, he had 2 superstars on his team this year, and they obviously they won the championship. They had 2 superstars. It's his first ever team championship though, and he really did help the team this year.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
But I mean, I could also see closing soon being it. If it was from the season before, it would go to closing soon. If it's from overall career, it would go to Rebel Boy because there's no other choice. So I'll talk to people and see if they think it should be from
That's
season
just
before or whole career, and that'll pretty much
crazy.
be the decision probably.
Well, in sports, I've heard about comeback player of the year. You know, it's kind of the same thing. You know, most improved comeback player of the year is not always, you know, it's someone that's actually shown himself and then come back and do really good from even having
Comeback player of the
early
year,
success.
it goes from like if you got injured and weren't there and you came back and played great.
Yeah, early success, and then you come back and do really good. Almost like the same award, I feel.
Heated debates here in the booth.
Yeah. And
I'm trying
he's
to
gonna
dip.
make it to 22 to go, huh? And this is gonna be a. I'd just
And-
like to see Shotgun. Is Shotgun gonna win this race with fifth cutting out a stop? That's kind of, even though
I
it's
don't
not for
think
championship.
So. I don't think so. At
I
this
think
point.
I
fifth
don't think
wins
so.
it.
Well, I mean, closing
But hey,
third
good.
place, second place has
Yes.
got to be shotgun, and then first place is fifth. I mean, closing might be on the same kind of. He might be pitting the same time as closing if this stays up. Obviously not this time though, because closing's still got 12 laps in the field tank. So I think closing's actually saved a little bit too, possibly. I'm not sure.
That would really be pointless. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it would. But I mean, he's got to try anything.
He's not racing for the win. He's racing to beat 2 other guys, and at this point, he's got to go for a caution and race it out.
I mean, it could happen. We got 3 guys together right here. Ribs, Fungus, who's already wrecked this race, and Fifth Constant.
I really don't think that was his fault. I
No,
think it
no,
was just
no.
a little racing incident between Rebel and him. I think
It was those 2
Obviously-
that got into it, though. You never know. Could we be speaking
Yeah.
a caution into existence here? Hopefully not, but same time for some people, they're hoping. It's really the only racing we got going on the track right now, though, and they're not even really racing it. They're still spread out a little bit. I think Fifth is just trying to stay away from them right now and continue to save.
so. And also, another big thing to talk about is this league started out with 15 drivers, and we were in the championship race. And obviously, I'm here. I'm not on the track. We have 8. I'll say 8 because there's 7 on the track, but I would have been here if they
This
didn't
season
lie.
started out with
We have
12.
8 drivers.
Yeah, we went from
12.
12. and now
Oh,
we're
was
at
it
8.
12?
I think.
Oh, really? I thought it was 15.
We have 7
Okay, I'm an
tonight.
idiot.
No.
Unless you count you. Yeah. Then
No,
it's
you
8.
aren't.
But,
All right, so 12. So we're missing 4 guys.
and one of those guys is in California. Lion Cone disappeared.
King.
I think he quit. Trip quit for some reason one night. Gridlock, I don't know what happened with him. I'm not sure what happened, honestly. And then we had another guy earlier this season. I'm not sure who. I think you replaced him, right? Honestly, you're back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, fifth seed yet to pit, and we're at. I'll get a lap count this time by. If fifth has closing soon lap down, which he might, I'm not sure, and we're sitting at 23 to go. So I mean, fifth is just.
How the hell does Rebel have his phone in the car with him? That's crazy.
Yeah, and he's able to just go on to Twitch on pit road. I don't know how he's getting service in the middle of the track too.
That's
Need to throw that phone out the window and cause caution.
I mean,
Debris
yeah,
on the
bombshell,
track.
hitting your marks and therefore keeping
Put it
his
out. Debris.
line.
Turn 2.
But does the caution come out on strict caution? Is him wrecking Fungus tonight? I think this relaxed
Oh,
caution
yes.
has helped Rebel
Yeah, if it was no.
not seeing his mistakes as
She's
much.
talking
I don't think you wrecked him. I
She's
think it
talking
was
about
just a
for
racing
most improved
incident.
driver though, like for most of the season when he's done.
Yeah, Rebel. But we really haven't seen his mistakes because cautions don't come out anymore.
That's true.
We ain't getting mad at him anymore.
That's true.
That's a crazy take.
That is a crazy take, but he has improved this season, you know, with his finishes.
Well,
I mean,
and
the dude went to
half
Bristol.
this.
The dude went to Bristol and was able to get a top 4. That's a tough track.
Well, okay, so why are we? I'm not trying to like say why are we giving him such praise for getting a top 4 at Bristol when I got a top 3 at Atlanta?
That's true, but it's just you haven't raced enough this season to have a chance at it. Oh, Fungus gonna get in the
Well, no,
Rebel
I
here.
get that, but like
Fungus
you guys
getting
act
hard
like,
in the Rebel. Oh, is he mad at Ribs? He just drove Ribs straight
Who
up
is
the
who
track.
is it?
Fungus.
I know
he,
Fungus.
he drove by him
Yeah.
and he was bumping him clear up the track there.
You guys act like Rebel it doesn't have speed. The guy has speed.
I think it's
like,
fifth or closing myself from what they did last season to this
It can't
season.
be fifth, dude.
How
Fifth
it should
had
be.
a decent season. Fifth had a good season.
What, he went 2 races?
I think he won 2 or 3.
One race?
Two,
3?
I think.
I'll
Rebel-
check.
Fifth's coming off pit road
Tenacious
right
won it all last year by easy, I thought.
Tenacious, yeah, he had a great,
Yeah.
great season.
Yeah.
now. Oh my gosh, Fifth and Rebel racing hard. Oh!
Oh, they're going at it. These two side by side, they're just mad at each other. They're going to cause a caution like this and get yelled at so bad. They're going to hear it from the owner if that happened. They're just, I think it's just all this
I
burn
like
up
it.
from early
Is
in the
that for
race, so I love
position?
it too. No, that's just them getting mad at each other about whenever Ribs wrecked Fungus early in the race.
Like
I
the
think
Gus
it's
and
it.
Rebel from last season?
They're still going at it. Let's see if
my,
closing
that
has
was
anything.
Crazy.
Was
He
clo-
dove it in there, dude. Holy crap. That was crazy.
See if closing's saying anything because Ribs is his teammate. He's just quiet.
I
right
feel like,
now.
dude, he dove it into freaking 3. That was wild.
See if Fifth gets him, or closing gets, or Ribs gets him back. Sorry.
Rebs gives him the bumper. He's gonna shove him up the track a little bit, try to go below him. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, Rebels are looking at the inside. Watch for the crossover. Or they're just gonna give it up. He's just gonna give it up. I get a little rundown tribal right here.
Fifth won 2 races last year, by the way.
Yeah, and he's won 5
Yeah.
and it's probably gonna win the championship. I mean,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
I
That's
see
pretty
it's most
improved.
improved. That's
That's
most
pretty-
improved.
That's
Especially
pretty
against
improved.
Tenacious, who started winning 3 in a row
I don't
and,
know.
and being dominant,
We'll see.
I feel.
That's pretty improved.
5 wins from 2.
And when it's
And-
oh, 12 cars
Oh
there.
man, he's getting onto him there.
And how many 1-2 finishes did they have too?
I'm
That
not-
team?
a
Those two
lot,
drivers?
A lot.
A lot. I mean, his average finish must be like probably 3 or 2, something crazy.
Tell you what, this is one of the most entertaining things to happen tonight, right here.
Oh my!
They're
They're
going
racing
at
each
it.
other hard.
He's
Yeah, it's
gonna
kind of
put him up
funny.
to
We
the
got
wall.
like 10. We got 15 laps left, and we're watching Rebel and Fungus race.
Yeah, because it's entertaining.
As Fifth
I like
would say, TV time.
Oh,
Oh, he comes in there.
It's shotgun. It's shotgun.
Put him in the
half
wall.
He's gonna hit the wall.
He's
Oh
hard
my
in the
God.
wall.
Dude, this racing's crazy.
And they don't even care
about
about.
using each other
And
up.
Deeds is
PTH
right
to go.
behind them.
PTH
Deeds is right
been
behind
going.
him and
What's
sees
up,
what's going
PTH
on.
go?
And Deeds, Fungus is in Deeds' party too, and he's right behind him, seeing what's going on.
They're using each other up like guardrails, dude. Oh my!
Deeds is just enjoying it.
Oh, he gets the wall.
Deeds is enjoying it. He's watching it front row seats, and oh, there he
Oh!
goes! Hard into the 12, and here
Oh
comes
my-
Deeds to split up the party.
Oh my goodness!
Man, this is something.
I feel like Fungus is giving it to Rebel for I'm guessing a incident that happened earlier. It's the only thing I can think of.
It's crazy because that happened way earlier in this race.
Hey, drivers don't forget, especially when it happens three or four laps in the race. Remember, he's been driving by himself all this time.
Fifth Constant's your
He's
leader
not- he
right
didn't-
now, guys.
You didn't
Is that
forget.
shotgun coming up
Yes,
in the
it
lead,
is.
passing these lap cars?
No,
yeah,
he's
I
not in the
told
lead.
you,
He's not in the
shotguns.
lead.
No,
Who's
no,
the
fifth
lead?
constant.
Fifth Constant's leader with 16 to go.
19 car comes down pit road. So
Well, Fifth had to pit
that's
again.
over.
The 2 cars got to pit again. I don't think he does, but the 2 will.
fifth constant's gonna win this race. What an absolute masterclass! And this will be his 6th win of the season. If you don't think he's most improved, that's crazy.
Ribs coming off pit road. His Fungus coming on to pit road. Ribs had
Yeah, you
nothing
guys
to
put
say in
that vote
the
up.
chat
It's
that time.
it's Mr. All Time for me. The vote. I get a vote.
That's my vote for most improved fifth constant.
Yeah, last championship was season 5 and season 8.
He's an all-times win leader. About to, if he doesn't make any mistakes, I mean, I know it's still got a little bit to go. It's gonna be a 2-time, and it's a win it champion.
It's just that, yeah, but for most improved driver, it's a whole argument. We'll take a vote on it. But yeah, just winning another championship. He's got an incredible win career. All-time wins leader. About to have his second championship if he can win it tonight.
The first two-time winner.
It could be. You know, you say Kate Rainey was probably the greatest racer to win it, but it could really turn into fifth constant. Tonight he could stamp it.
So far, it looks like my under bet is going to win hit, so that'd be a nice paycheck.
Well,
nice check
I mean,
coming in the mail.
Ribs and Fungus almost ruined it for you, and they might get back together because Fungus is right there behind Ribs. They've got about the same tires, but Funguses are just a tiny bit fresher, I believe. So he might catch them, and we might see some more.
And we got 15 viewers tonight. Thanks everybody tuning in for the last 10 or 15 laps here for Crown It Season 8 In It to Win It champion.
And if you guys are just tuning in, fifth constant is your leader. I'm not sure how big his lead is right now, I see, but he's on an incredible fuel-saving strategy, and Tenacious made a mistake earlier. I believe he's lapped down. Closer made a mistake early in the race. His car just wasn't there. And fifth constant is your leader right now with about, I'm not sure how many laps to go at the moment.
Here's the thing. Closing soon is about a corner behind fifth constant right now, but I think he's good again.
Is he on the same lap?
He might not be on the. You might be right, actually, too.
He's probably going to have to pit. He's probably in the same lap, but he's going to have to pit.
We got 11 to
Yeah,
go.
he's
He
gonna
doesn't
have
have
to
to
pit.
pit again, but we got 10 to go, actually, I believe. He's locked down, probably.
What a masterclass. I mean, I don't know if you can run a
Yeah, they were.
much better race than that.
Yeah, they were, Tanner. I agree. And hopefully we'll have strict cautions. I don't think every track's going to be strict cautions, though, but I'm not positive.
Next year is going to be a different rules package, from what I've heard. I don't think we're running laxed again. It's going to be a new car, next gen car, a lot different.
Right.
You might see some different guys be up to the top. I don't think fifth constant. I mean, I think fifth constant will still be fast, but I think he's going to have some new competition up there with these tighter cars, and it'll be interesting.
I don't want to scare fifth or anything, but Fungus and Ribs are getting back together here. And if you think of it this way, Ribs is fifth constant's teammate. Why in the world would he race Fungus like that when his teammates have a chance to win a championship here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hey, but he's most improved.
Because he's listening to the stream and he thinks that he's not the most improved. He's trying harder than anybody right now.
I mean, he's improved, but I don't think he's most improved, and especially because he's won it twice already. How can he be most improved 3 seasons in a row? I just don't understand that.
Fifth
Like, there's no what is the cap? Like, what is the cap on being most improved?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because at a certain point, you've improved so much, apparently, to those awards where you better have won the championship. If you're improving more than because the most improved award means you've improved at it more than anybody else in the league. So he's improved more than everybody else in the league twice in a row. And if we give it to him again, he's improved more than anybody in the league 3 times. That means he should be winning races. And I'm not.
We have an update. Sorry, fifth is a lap ahead of closing right now, and Fungus and Ribs are back together.
Well, they are. Ribs is gonna give him the bumper. I mean, Doug Fungus giving him the bumper. I kind of want to watch fifth because he's about to win a championship, but I don't want to take my eyes off this.
Yeah, same. I'll wait till about 4 or 5 to go. 3 more maybe. It looks like they're calmed down a little bit.
He is in the lead. How close is he to Shotgun?
Yeah, he's your leader. Shotgun's 14, or Shotgun's a lap behind him.
See if
Or no,
Rebel Boy tries to dive it
Shotgun's
in
about
here.
like 20 seconds behind fifth right
Oh,
now.
Rebel Boy
Because
is
of
gonna
the
dive
pit
it
stop.
in. Oh my!
Hey, Tanner, we can see what you can do. You never know.
That was
National
crazy.
cars can be fun.
Fungus
these
goes
two
by
are
them clean.
hooking
Oh
each
my
other.
God.
Oh, Fungus up the track. Man.
Fungus goes by him clean, then
Ribs
Rebel
gonna
Boy
block him.
dives in his. Oh, yeah, there
oh
it is.
boy, this is it.
Oh,
This fifth is
this
in
is-
front. Oh, they're banging doors still. Down the back straightaway, they're just
Oh.
going at it. This is something. Man, we need to get a lap count here in a second, but these two just don't care. Ribs does not care that his teammate's in the lead.
They should be in the low teens.
No, I think they're at like
Lap-wise.
7 to go right now. Or 5 to go, actually. They're at 4 to go.
Yeah, that's right. I'm tired, and for some
you're
reason, 8 turned into 18.
But, yeah, big shout out to Raj. He's been in the pits all night, reporting for us. So he's tired. Go hit that porta john turn 3 and let me know how much crap's in there.
All right, well, fifth constant is your leader. If he has the fuel, then he will be your champion. I believe he does
Wait,
have the
cargo
fuel.
loose.
And he's going to have 3 laps to go here. 5th constant. I think he's won 4 races this season, I believe. He's had an incredible season. And he's just trying to cap it off tonight with a championship. Both the other drivers made mistakes. Closing's mistake was, I think, his pre-race. Tenacious's mistake was entering pit road once, hitting the inside wall. And it really is coming down to this 5th constant being mistake-free and having this incredible strategy. I think he would have won the championship without it, though.
You say closing soon's a lap down?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
With 3 to go. Or 2 to go now. 2 to go, sorry. So 2 laps to go for 5th constant. And, man, he won a championship season 5, and he's trying to win his second
Interesting.
championship. He's trying to win his second championship before Ian Shotgun gets 1 championship. Those 2 came into to win it the same year. I wasn't trying to throw you astray there, Shotgun, but I'm just pointing the stat out there because you are both really good drivers coming in to win it, and still are. 1 lap to go here for 5th constant. No matter what, this race is going to be official, and if he can just make it on fuel, he is your Season 8 champion here in the relaxed caution season. 5th is the guy this season that was saying, please turn it back to strict. And then he started winning races, and in the relaxed caution season, 5th constant coming out of turn 4 is going to be your Season 8 champion of In It to Win It, and he is going to be Mr. 2-time now. 5th constant wins it tonight. He's done it. 5th constant gets the job
What a
done.
race.
I mean, he earned it too.
Well, that was just a masterclass of a race. I mean, that was just dominant.
Closing soon manages to bring it home P3 after the rough start. Tenacious doesn't finish until 5th place.
Think we can get 5th constant to the gritty?
I don't know about that. We could try. Get him in the Discord. Alright, well, we're going to send it back to the booth. You guys, if you want to go to the Discord and help with interviews, you can do that. I'm going to try to go to the Discord. Hopefully the stream don't crash, or else I'm going to be really depressed. And
Yep.
we'll
All right. Well, this is where we part ways tonight, gentlemen.
All right.
Had a long
thanks for
day.
getting in
I'm
here.
pretty tired. It was good
All right, Raj,
being
thanks
here.
for reporting.
Yep. See y'all.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave this party, go to the Discord, race control. You guys can meet me in there. Ouch. All right. I'm going to go there and get 5th constant in here. Alright, if the stream crashes, guys, just stay here. We will be right back. But just hopefully the stream don't crash. Come on. Still starting. Fingers crossed. We're on. But if the stream crashes, just stay here. We'll be back within like 5 minutes. Probably less than that, but just saying that in case. We're going to send it over to the Discord. And we'll wait for 5th constant. Can you guys hear me? Just to make sure. I'm still here, guys, but my Discord just like had a glitch. I thought my stream crashed for a second, but we're waiting for 5th constant to get in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, we're just waiting for 5th. I don't know what's taking him so long. He's probably popping a bottle of champagne. There he is. 5th, you got a copy?
I hear you.
Are you able to turn the camera on tonight? Because we have an odd request.
Okay, hold on. If you want me to do that, I'll be right back.
Alright, we'll wait. Really quick while he's gone. Jake, first, I'll start with you. What were your thoughts on this race tonight?
For a championship race, there are a lot of mistakes in my opinion. I mean, I know the lag was there. Obviously, there was some stuff some unknowns with the lag, but we can't be making these mistakes with the championship on the line. I mean, Tenacious and Pit Road, and then I'm guessing closing had some kind of preset issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unfortunate for those two, but Fifth Constant Masterclass got it done. Kudos to him.
All right, well, Fifth, you get your second championship.